Welcome to ASEAN MedTech Insights. Today, we are tackling a common question that many manufacturers have when looking at Southeast Asia. Are there any registration exemptions for low-risk medical devices in ASEAN countries? The short answer is nuanced. While the term exemption sounds appealing, it rarely means a complete free pass. Most ASEAN countries have adopted the ASEAN Medical Device Directive, or AMDD, risk classification system. This system categorizes devices from Class A, which are low risk, to Class D, which are high risk. Let's look at a few key markets. In Singapore, the Health Sciences Authority, or HSA, does exempt Class A non-sterile medical devices from product registration. This is one of the few true exemptions in the region. However, this is a frequent point of confusion. The company importing and supplying these devices must still hold an importer's and wholesaler's license. So, while the product itself is not registered, the entities handling it are regulated. This is a critical detail that is often missed. Now let's consider Malaysia. The Medical Device Authority, or MDA, requires all medical devices, regardless of their risk class, to be registered before being placed on the market. There are no exemptions for Class A devices. The process is more streamlined and requires less documentation than for higher-risk devices, but it is a mandatory registration nonetheless. Moving to Thailand, the Thai FDA has a similar approach. Low-risk devices, classified as Class 1, are not exempt but are subject to a simpler listing process rather than a full pre-market approval application. This still requires submitting essential product information and details of the manufacturing facility. In Vietnam, the Department of Medical Equipment and Construction requires a notification process for Class A devices. This means you must submit a dossier of documents to the authorities to declare that your product is on the market. So, as you can see, the landscape is fragmented. A full exemption is rare. More often, a simplified pathway exists, which still requires a specific set of actions, documentation, and crucially, an in-country representative. For example, a European company making a Class A reusable surgical instrument assumed the Singaporean exemption meant they could simply ship their product to a distributor. Their shipment was held at customs because their distributor did not have the appropriate license to handle even exempt medical devices. This resulted in costly delays and a damaged relationship with their new partner. Navigating these country-specific nuances is key to a successful market entry. Understanding the difference between an exemption, a notification, and a simplified registration can save you significant time and resources. For expert guidance on accessing the ASEAN market and ensuring full compliance, please feel free to email us or visit our website. You can reach Pure Global at info@pureglobal.com or learn more at pureglobal.com.